52 Traders, episode 97.
If you have the discipline to fill out your trading journal, every trade you take, you're going to have the freedom that a trader has.
Join Cam every week on the 52 Traders podcast or at 52traders.com to learn how to trade like the pros. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not investment, trading, or financial advice of any kind.
What's up, traders? Welcome to another installment of the 52 Traders podcast. I'm your host, Cam Hawkins, and today we've got Nick Bencino on the show. So Nick, for those of you that know him, you might know him. He's been around the traps, been around the currency trading world for quite some time. He's actually owner of and founder of Forex for Noobs, which we talk about a little bit in the show. He was recommended by one of my listeners. So guys, if you've got recommendations for traders you want to hear from, then please do just drop us an email or go on the site and fill in the contact form, and I'll see if I can get them on the show. Now, the recommendations usually come from people who sort of think these guys are pretty hot, and they want to hear more. They want to hear me grill them in my special way to find out what really makes them tick, why they are so good, and why they're making a killing in the markets and you're not. So, guys, if you do want to hear this interview with Nick Bencino, all you need to do is jump onto 52traders.com, and you can either buy it individually for just $2.97, or you can get all the episodes and come on board as a professional member and get perks like watching videos and downloading the strategies and seeing all the show notes for just $4.97. Okay, guys, so in today's show, and you're going to hear a little snippet of the show in a second, in today's show, we are talking to Nick about all sorts of stuff. So, I mean, he's had such a long journey in this industry that we get to hear from somebody who saw stuff in the market that doesn't happen these days. So we talk about some of that stuff, where he was seeing, like, you know, currency pairs doing crazy numbers within a day, like crazy swings within a day, just stuff that you won't see in this market, in this era. He also talks about one psychological, I suppose, skill set that we all should be doing. I've just started doing it. I haven't been doing it for long. I should have been doing it for about 2 years now, because he's not the first one to mention it, but we do really hit home on the detail around it, why it's so important, and hopefully you guys that do come on board and listen to the full episode are going to get some value from this, because I've got to say, it is one of these things that I guarantee you're just not doing. I guarantee you're not doing it. Why? Because it takes discipline to do, and it's pretty boring, and he even admits it himself. It's pretty boring, okay? So if you want to find out what that is, listen to the whole show. We go on about the 3 core skills that you need to master, a simple trick for improving and winning more trades, and we talk about 4 pieces of good advice, a simple and effective strategy that Nick uses, which you can basically apply and learn today. So you're going to hear the whole strategy on the show, and we get 3 recommendations on what you should look at when you're reading a price chart, along with a whole bunch of other stuff we talk about in the show, guys. It goes on for quite a long time. I think it's about an hour odd. It's over an hour. It was about an hour odd show. So, sorry, an hour odd interview. The show will actually go longer than that. So it's about an hour that I talk to him, and it's really interesting. So he's actually originates from Australia, but is living in the UK. So he's got a bit of a funny accent going on there, which is quite unusual. Now, before we get into this episode, I do want to, well, actually, you're going to hear a preview. You're going to hear the start of the episode in a second. So before we get into that, I want to give you a couple of things. So one thing that I've decided to do, well, actually, there's 2 things, sorry. There's a number of things. Let's face it, there's a number of things I'm going to talk about today. One of the things is, if you do want to get my regular updates and just find out what's going on and keep abreast with the show, jump on board my Facebook. So if you jump on 52traders.com, you should see a link at the top of the page with a little F for Facebook. Jump on there, like the page, and you'll get the updates when I post something on Facebook, which I'm trying to do every week on a Facebook live video. So there's a couple of videos there already. So you sort of get a behind-the-scenes look of what's going on here at 52 Traders. So that's a regular thing you can jump on and see. And one of the things I'm going to talk about this week, so I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it tomorrow. One of the things I'm going to talk about is a change in my mindset, okay? So I've basically realized that I've sort of been going at this whole trading gig completely wrong. I've been going at it with the mindset that, yeah, I'm a failing trader. I'm not very good. always lose, all that sort of stuff, all this negative talk. And I want to change that around. So I'm going to try an experiment where I change my mindset around. And every time I mention trading in my mind, if I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about success, succeeding, being a better trader, and being a profitable trader, just being consistent, disciplined, all those good things. I'm just going to start training my mind and see if I can make this psychological stuff work in my favor. So instead of talking negative about my trades, which you might be doing as well, and sort of thinking, I like it, but I love trading, but I never make any money, then maybe this is the trick that's going to help. Who knows? I'm going to try it. I'm going to see how it goes. I've been trying a whole lot of other stuff, and I'll mention some more stuff that I've been doing, which might sort of help you out on my Facebook Live tomorrow when I record it. So if you want to jump on that, you can actually go there direct. Probably if you go to Facebook and just type in 52 Traders in the search box there, you'll probably find it. Now, that was one thing I wanted to talk about. Another thing was, and I suppose this is a genesis as to why I'm trying to change my mindset around, is that I'm undergoing some of Andre Stewart's training. So he's offering up unlimited one-on-one mentorship sessions. So you can basically join up for, I've got to say, it's probably the cheapest Forex mentoring training that you're going to get on the internet at this current point in time. Okay, and it's a one-off fee, and you get unlimited sessions. So if you need his help going forward in the future, if you can't do anything now, you just want to lock it in and come on board later on, then you can jump on board, lock in your spot. There are only 50 spots. We've got 15 left. So if you do want to jump on board this opportunity to learn from a guy who, and I suppose the unique thing about Andre is he's had this historical record that we have on the show here, where he was actually struggling to be successful about a year ago, but then he joined the No Sleep Club, and you can hear his interview for free. If you opt in on 52 Traders, you get the full interview for free. He joined the No Sleep Club, and what does that mean? It means you don't sleep, and you actually just work on your trading all the time. So he joined that club, and since then, he's managed to turn it all around. And now he goes in the market and pretty much makes money every day. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of us over there, 15 spots left. If you want to join up in this unique opportunity, it's 52traders.com/Andre. I'll put a link to this and everything else in the description of the show. So if you're on your phone, if you're on your iPod or whatever, iPhone or Android phone, then jump in your description. There should be links to all these things in there. Now, the last thing before we get into this preview, or two things, as I said, I might have said three. The last two things are Trading Mentors Match Off. Now, you can actually hear Andre there as well, and we've got the next episode coming up at the end of this week, so depending on when you're listening to it, it's the week today's date is the 5th of September, 2017, so at the end of this week, the price is going to jump again. So if you do want to come on board and listen to what is currently, I think, 11 or 12 episodes of Trading Mentors Match Off, and we're going to get at least 18 out of these guys. So we've got 3 trading mentors paired up with 3 listeners, and we're seeing if they can make them into profitable traders going forward. So the mentors are, as I mentioned, Andre, we've got Avdo, and we've got Derek Vanderlinde. Okay, so these guys are taking 3 random listeners on a journey over 3 months to see if they can make them profitable. So guys, it's a great listening. If you're enjoying the show so far, then please consider jumping on board Trading Mentors Match Off before the price goes up at the end of this week. How do you get there? 52traders.com. Whoa, got a bit of a frog in the throat here. 52traders.com/TMM. Now, last but not least, if you do want to automate anything, the strategies you find on the show or anything else, then all you need to do is jump onto my other site. So I've got another site where I've got a course which I teach people how to build trading robots. And you can actually see a short 5-minute video from me where I walk you through building your own very first trading robot that you can trade on the markets if you wish, fully automated. Okay, it's only going to take you 5 minutes to follow the instructions and build it yourself. So jump over there, automatemytrading.com. Also, I've got a new shop layout. So guys, if you were thinking I want the order of the shows back, then I've updated the shop there on 52 Traders, so you've actually got an easy way to navigate all the interviews. So hopefully this is helping out some of you guys out there who had that feedback. And last but not least, let's hear this preview with Nick Bencino. All right, guys, we've got Nick here from Forex for Noobs. Forex for Noobs. Right, Nick, so how's it going over there in Sheffield in the UK? What's the summer been like for you guys?
Well, being from Australia originally, I can't really say the summers here are that great. I mean, it's 20-degree days mostly, which back in Australia was cold, but here it's, I've gotten used to it, to be honest, so I can't complain. It's been an okay summer.
Do you head off
Nothing fancy.
Do you head off to Europe much, like to do a bit of travel over there, or?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's why I'm in the UK, because the travel, I can travel anywhere I want. Like, pop down to London, get on the Eurostar, or just hop on a plane and you're in another country in an hour. You can't do that in Australia.
No,
you're on a plane for 4 hours, you're still in Australia.
Well, tell me about it, mate. I'm from New Zealand. Ask yourself. We're 3 hours and we're in Australia. Or the islands. I suppose we got the islands as well. Yeah. So, what's your favourite place in Europe to visit?
Belgium, probably. My girlfriend's from Belgium, so we go there a lot to see her family, and great food, great beer. Just an awesome place, really. France also. Italy, my family's from Italy, so we go there a lot. Italy is great too. I don't really have a favorite, just everywhere where there's good food and beer and wine.
Cool. Actually, funnily enough, I spoke to a guy, a trader earlier on today who will be on the show as well, who was from Belgium. So, not a Belgium guy, he's actually an English guy from Belgium. But anyway, right, so let's get on with some of the questions we've got for you today. So, first up, we want to hear your sort of backstory, like how did you get into trading, where did it all start, and I suppose all the way up to where you are now today.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't really tell this story a lot, but basically I started in school. We had a competition in school called the stock market game. I don't know if they still do it in Australia, but basically they give you 50,000 each student in the class. Obviously a demo 50,000, not real 50,000. So they give you 50,000 demo money and they tell you trade the stock market and try to turn this 50,000 into something more. And I had just watched, Wall Street.
Wall Street.
What is it called? Wall Street?
The Wall Street, the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, with Martin Gecko.
Yeah,
I think it's called Wall Street. Yeah, I just watched that at the time. So I had this idea of what trading is like. And I was like, yeah, I want to be a trader. Definitely. So I kind of got really into this thing and I started buying financial newspapers, reading up on it. And I started taking a lot of trades and I made a lot of money, demo money. Ended up winning the competition. And that's kind of where it all started for me. I won this competition.
How old were you at the time?
It was year 10, so 16 or 15, 16. Yeah, 15. Okay. 15 going on to 16. So I got my dad to open up an account for me, a trading account. Stock market at the time. I don't really trade stock market at the moment, but stock market at the time, and I traded a little bit, made some money in school, but I mean, I wasn't really trading properly. I had no real idea what I was doing. I was getting very lucky a lot of the times. So I made some money, but then I would wipe it all out, and then I would make some, and then I would wipe it all out because I didn't have proper risk management. I was risking way too much. So yeah, that was basically my last 2 years of school. Because I did this competition in my third last year of school. My last 2 years of school, I sat in the back of the classroom, trading essentially. I bought this at the time in Australia. This unwired modem came out.
Okay, folks, hope you enjoyed that sneak peek of the full. It's about an hour-long episode with Nick. Now, if you do want to find out what goes on in this interview and get the full details, all you need to do is jump onto 52traders.com, become a pro member or a starter member, and you'll get access to the full hour-long interview. And if you're on your phone, all you need to do is jump into the show description where you'll find direct links to the site on your phone so you can do it all on your mobile. All right, guys, until next time, catch you later.